Hi and welcome. Today I will show you something about these. These are the Sivga Robin SV021. It is actually a closed back headphone that has 50mm dynamic drivers in there. And it comes in two different colors. One is of the brownish color and the other one is a black color. I have the black version here. Just a little disclaimer before we start. Sivga did send these for review, but I didn't say anything what I can or cannot say, nothing at all actually, other than my own honest opinion about them. Therefore, I would say let's get right into it and start unboxing these. Alright, so here we have the package of the Sivga Robin. At the back side it says created with craftsmanship spirit. And here you see a little bit of specifications. Has a 50mm dynamic driver. It has an impedance of 32 ohms and a sensitivity of 105 dB. And it weighs 275 grams. Alright, I would say let's open it right away. Alright. Let's give it a little shake. Alright, here they are. So that's the headphones itself. As far as I can see, here's a little travel pouch, so you can actually put your headphones in here to prevent some scratches if you travel with it. Here you have the cable. Let's check it out. It's a sleeve cable, and here you have the adapter, the 6.3 adapter. And here is the cable itself. Alright, let's check it out. So it's a little bit of a twist in there. It's feeling quite nice and smooth. And here's the little 3.5mm connector that is also having a metallic texture to it. Yeah, it's looking quite nice, but it has a little bit of a memory effect in it, as it seems. Alright, let's come to the headphones itself. Here they are. It's a really nice wooden color and it's nice and soft to the touch. The ear pads seem to be quite deep and very plushy and seem to have like a little bit of a memory effect. Nice and thick, I like it. And yeah, the headband is just a little bit plushed with a pleather material. Here you can put a little cable. It's a 2.5mm port. And here you see the adjustments. It also works quite nice. Alright, that's the headphones. Alright, so having unboxed these and been testing them for a while, what can I say about them? First of all, the build quality and the comfort is, for the price, very good, I must say. For the price, you're really getting a well-made headphone, because also here, this is real wooden caps, and this one here is not plastic, it is actually metal. And yeah, I absolutely love this ear pads here. They were very soft and thick. So also because they are that thick, I doubt that your ear will touch the driver at any point. So that was very pleasant. Things I didn't like that much here though was, yeah, the headband here. I mean, it's a little bit padded, but it could be a little bit more. I mean, yeah, they weigh 275 grams, so it's fairly light. You don't feel it that much on your head. I just wished for a little bit of more padding here, but it's really fine. Otherwise, I wish they had a little bit of cap swivel, because they have none. But they still fit quite nicely on my head. They made a good seal. And yeah, sound isolation was good on them. You could still hear people in the room talking if you didn't listen that loud to music. So that was possible. So in regards to clamp force, it doesn't really have that much clamp force. It fit quite nicely on my head. It didn't do any pressure spots. When I wore this and I moved my head a little bit or bent down, they didn't slip from my head easily. So that is good. Also, the height mechanism is very nice. It's metallic. I mean, just listen to it. It's quite nice. And also, you don't have the issue with like paint rubbing off here with the mechanism. Why would I say that? Sometimes HiFiMan headphones, for example, the Sondera, do have a little bit of trouble here in this regard, because the paint here is rubbing off from the mechanism. But this is not an issue here, so that is also good. I'm personally using this headphone on the smallest setting possible, but also because I have a rather smaller head, but it fits very nicely, and I assume that also if you have a little bit of a bigger head, it works quite nicely. This is the maximum you can have, and I'm personally using it on a smallest notch. So this headphone comes with this little cable here. I would say it's a quite nice cable. I like the feel of it, I like how it looks, and I like the thickness. Also, this little headphone jack here is quite nice. It doesn't feel poor, it feels cold to the touch, so it doesn't feel poorly made. What I didn't like that much about it though is that it can have a little bit of a microphonic effect on your closes. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's there, so I will tell you this. Also, if you want to replace it, it's easily possible because, here you can just put your own cable if you have a custom cable. Just be aware that it is a 2.5 millimeter socket. So be aware that 3.5 millimeter will not fit in here, so make sure you have a 2.5 millimeter cable. Also included in the package is actually a little, pouch, a travel pouch, so you can actually put your headphones in here to prevent a little bit of the scratches from happening if you just put your headphones in your backpack. So it's nice that they included this. So about drivability, they have 32 ohms and a sensitivity of 103 dB. I did test them on different gear, and I must say they are fairly easy to drive. They're very forgiving, and you can easily use just a cheap dock DAC amp dongle, and you will not miss out on much anything sound-wise here. So I would say they are quite mobile friendly. Alright, so sound-wise you are getting a quite, what I would say, clear sounding closed back headphone for your money. It has a little bit of a sparkly top end that can sound sometimes a little bit unnatural depending on the track. But you also have quite fun sound tuning. It has a little bit of evaluated bass that can quite punch and slam. It feels sometimes a little bit uncontrolled though, but in general speaking it is quite pleasant. So if you like music genres like metal, rock and roll, EDM, then this headphone will do a quite good job here. Not the strong point here though is orchestral music or jazz, because sometimes it can sound a little bit unnatural and the soundstage and layering is not the greatest. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not the greatest. So I didn't really like it that much for this genres. But for rock and roll, EDM and metal, I really enjoyed this headphone. Alright, so let's come to an end now with the short review. Would I recommend this headphone? Generally speaking, yes, if you're somebody who's rather seeks more fun tuning, who doesn't really want to have much critical listening, because otherwise it lacks a little bit of refinement and the tone and timbre is just a little bit off. But otherwise it is a very well made, well built headphone for their price, and I personally also liked it better than, for example, the Hyphen Sondera closed back. I personally wouldn't say it quite reaches the level from the Mies Audio 99 Neo though, but it's also a bit more expensive, so keep that in mind. But otherwise, I really like this headphone because it was also quite comfortable, and I really like the earpads here, and in general, how well these are made. So I would say we are finished now. I hope you have liked it, and if you did, please hit the like and subscribe button to see more, and see you next time. Ciao, ciao!